What's happening with it, y'all? Welcome to my little show. I wanna today I wanna break down like some things that y'all probably know and some things that people probably don't know. And I used to see you have to hang out with all type of people to understand how the world really works. I knew this guy that was a Satanist, that was a Satan worshiper, I guess. However, he would say, "I'm not a Satan worshiper," but you got the shit all on you, bro. Like you got the pentagram and all that. Anyway, but he told me, he said, "Man, I would not hang with him, but when we done things together, it was times that he needed me to do things for him, and I would come there for the pay, for the money, and he would tell me things, and he said, man, do you know that there are spirits in this world, and they feed off of sadness and torture and blood, and just like we have to eat, they have to eat. Like they said, the spirits have to be fed, and they live, and that's how they eat. They eat off of sadness, and that's why like people that are involved in certain. Cause I wonder, like, I know these girls. I know a couple of girls. They're very beautiful women to me. They really are. They're like, wow, they're so beautiful to me. Like, they're amazingly beautiful to me. And they have, you would say great careers, but I would say they're like, to me, what they do, they're like the garbage people, like working on the back of a garbage truck, to me, once you know. And like the first girl, she would do mean things to me, and it was like she tried to talk to me one day, and I just feel a bad spirit on her, like her spirit wasn't good for me. So I didn't go, even though she was beautiful. I was like, no, your spirit is like, something ain't right. Something is not right. And later on, I met this other girl, and to me, she's a very beautiful girl. Both of them are. And she would just do stuff to me for no apparent reason, and then tell me I did it because I missed you. And I'm thinking, nah, you did that shit because you evil. That's evil. Like, you miss somebody and you'll just do some hurtful shit to them. And so that's kind of like sums it up. Like, like they say the most beautiful people do the most ugliest things. On the road to riches and diamond rings. And people like today when I woke up, I went in a place to get something simple, and motherfuckers like stressed me out so fucking. And it was like, damn. It's like, have you ever been hungry and went to a restaurant and or you went and got some food and that was cool, and then when you stopped and did something else before you got ready to eat, and somebody did something to turn you out so hard, you just like, man, I ain't even fucking hungry no more. And you have to realize, for people to do shit like that for no apparent reason, it's because they're demons. Like, these demons live inside of people, and that's what they do. Like drug addicts are fucking demons, because the shit that they bring, they're like a rain cloud. They're like a thunderstorm cloud on a beautiful day parade, like rain on a parade type of motherfucker. That's why I don't allow crackheads nowhere around me. Cause that's what they do. I'ma rain on your parade if I know you come to rain on mine. I'ma fuck you over first. That's how I look at it. When I see a crackhead and he come in my direction, I'ma fuck you over first. Cause that's all you can bring. I don't care how you do tricks and juggle balls and all this shit to get to me. You're doing that just to entertain me so you can fuck me over. So when I see you and you come my way, I'ma choke slam you. That way, hey, your job is done. You know what I'm saying? No matter if it was to rain on my parade or I rain on your parade, somebody's parade had to get rained on. And me, with the sense that I have, I'm a choke slam your ass. That way, yeah, sadness is here. You got your sadness, move on, go on down the street, create more sadness like you're good at. And you know, that's, you know, and once you realize that, it's like you have to like stay in your lane now. You have to stay in your zone, because people have demons in them. They really do. Like, you don't want to believe it, but people got demons in them. And the demons are feeding, they have to feed. And they feed off of, because, you know, I had another guy told me he had went to Mexico, and it's some more to go to the story, but I'm not going to get into it, because I don't know if he was supposed to tell me that. He thought I was one of him, but I wasn't. And he was just talking, I was listening, because he thought I was, I guess because I had money, he was thinking I was one of them. I was like, shit, I'm not, but I'm going to listen. And he was like, man, I had to go. And the same shit, and this was like a couple of years ago, and the same shit that he was talking about, I seen it on this Rihanna video called Loyalty with Kendrick Lamar. I seen the same shit, so I knew he wasn't lying. Cause this video came out, like, Loyalty came out, what, 2 years after he told me this. And then he was like, the scene basically where Kendrick Lamar, Rihanna started some shit with this guy, and Kendrick Lamar had to fight him. But except it wasn't a woman involved. He just said he was just there. He had to fight these people. But but he told me, he was like, I had to go places, and he was like, my next mission, I had to go to these cities and these little towns and just create corruption, just start shit with people, do people wrong and shit. And take a minute to soak in, but once it all soaked in, I began to realize that's why people do stuff and they don't be worried about getting their ass whooped, because they're just part of the job that they have to do. And that's why I just really just try to stay away from, like, if it's not my people, I don't fuck with you. Like, I got bodyguards. Stay away. Because if you come over here, we will rain on your parade before you rain on ours. That's my motto. I'm going to crush you before you even think about crushing me. While you tap dancing trying to get in, we're going to mash on you and keep it moving. That way justice been served. You come to cause sadness and whatever else you came that's not good for humankind. So we're going to mash you and we're going to keep it pushing. And that's when, you know, and it's like, how can you feel remorse, you know, as a black man? Then you got motherfuckers coming from overseas, coming here, getting involved. Like, the black people are fighting back. Now they want to have their 2 cents. Nobody fucking asked you, dude. You don't even belong. Won't you go home? If you don't like here, go home. This is my home. Well, motherfucker, you came from your home, where you from. You came from your home and came here and called this home, and you don't like it. Go back to your original home if you don't like this shit. It's simple. But they won't go home because this my home. Man, these people have came over here and got comfortable. These foreigners, they came over here and got real comfortable. They think they can talk to our children, treat our children any kind of way, talk to us any kind of way, do anything. And like I told this dude a while ago, I said there will be a war, and there will be people that's gonna die. So prepare for that shit, motherfucker. So while you run around here thinking that you winning, foreigner, and you gonna be the first bitch to get touched, ho. Cause you don't even belong over here with your 2 cents. And I'm not racist, cause it's all kind of people involved in this shit. Involved in good or evil. So you can't be like, I hate white people, I hate black people. There's all kind of people that's involved on both sides. That's all it is people against people. Well, demons against people. Because if it was people, I think everybody would just be getting along with each other. But there are entities that they want to call aliens and this and that. I think they're all just demons. Because they feed off of sadness, child sacrificing, killing kids and sitting there. But you can't be a human being if you could take an innocent kid and just cut his throat, torture it, scare it, cut his throat, drink the blood. You can't be human doing shit like that, man. I would never do that to an innocent child or an innocent person. But they do this and then they go to their job as a judge and give somebody a life sentence for killing one person, and they just killed an innocent child last night in a secret location. And it is time to go to war. It's time, because I feel like people would rather die than live like this. Just, let me die for something that's worthy of that'll be, and it's sad, but if I could build, my kids their own school, so they go to school that's teaching them the right thing, how to love somebody first of all, how to treat somebody, how to respect somebody, and how to build and grow. My kids would never go to American school. In America, they would never go to it. They would go, I'll build a school. I'll buy land, build a school, build a community center. Other kids free to go, but they for my kids. I don't care if any other kids go. They'll have a whole school to themselves. And you can't tell people like this, like they play manipulating games, which like this guy told me. He said, man, motherfuckers was trying to say they was following me around the store, man. I pulled out 10,000. He said, man, these motherfuckers tried to rob me. Like, man, how you gonna follow somebody around the store saying they're stealing something, then they pull out 10,000, then you go from being a loss prevention to a goddamn suspect in robbery? And he say, however he was getting his money, that shit start weeks later. So that's a game. They manipulate you to make you, when you will pull out, man, look, I don't have to be like, man, you got me fucked up. And they be like, thank you. He's got 10,000. Follow him, find out how he getting that money. Whoever he dealing with, make them a better deal. Because they create sadness and they feed off of that. That's why they train you to eat meat, to kill animals and eat meat, because that's what they do. And they try to get you into it. Eating meat is no different from eating humans. What's the difference? It's all a living thing. But yo, man, I'm up out of here, man. Y'all be cool. Thanks for tuning in.